Tiger's up for the single biggest honor that an offensive player in the FCS can get. What does this mean for the program to have a guy reach this level?
Well, you always hear that, athletics is sort of the front porch of any university, and this is sort of a great example of that. A young man who had such a great season, he's getting recognized nationally, and so our university is also getting recognized nationally, Western Carolina University. So we're proud of that. We're proud of him and the notoriety and everything that he's bringing to our university.
You've seen him work. I mean, he came in as a freshman and put in a lot of hours, I'm sure. So for you as his coach, to see him rewarded and recognized, what does that mean?
Well, the thing about Tiger is he started as a high school ninth grader. So he started his whole high school career, basically. And so he had to sort of learn to sit on the bench, right, and sort of be the number 2 guy, be the number 3 guy when he first got here. Learn from the veteran guys like Cole Gonzalez and some of those guys. And he didn't, I was worried about, because he played so much high school football, he's going to be willing to just be patient. And he was. He did a great job of learning. When he got here, it was tough learning the system like it is for a lot of our quarterbacks. But once he grabbed a hold of it and understood what we wanted, he really ran with it. And he just had, I think, one of the most phenomenal years I've ever seen as a quarterback. In all my years of every level, high school, college, pros, it's been as efficient of a year as I've ever seen a quarterback have.
You've called him the best pure passer that you've ever been around. What do you mean by that, and what makes him stand out above everybody else?
Well, you don't say he has this dynamic arm, right? His arm talent. He can't throw it 100 yards. But he has this ability to throw layer passes. He can throw the one ball, which is put a little hump on it. He can get a little touch throws. He can throw that high, deep one that's so accurate. So he has different levels to his throwing, and that are all very accurate. And it's hard to find a guy who can do that on every level and be as accurate as he was. That's what made him so special. But then you add that with his knowledge and the way he understood the game and his pocket presence. Then you add to that the ability to run, extend plays. That made him an all-around quarterback that could really carry our football team, which he did for most of the season.
For the second year in a row, you've got a quarterback who put up just insane stats, and then inevitably the portal comes a calling. How do you handle that as a coach? Because obviously you want good players, but at the FCS level, if they're too good.
Yeah, we just have to, I always tell people in my whole life I've made it because I try to look at all the positives, right? There's so many negative things out there that come your way. And for us, the positive is we get to sell that to other quarterbacks and to other guys coming out of high school and guys that are in the portal. We can develop you. Just look at our every quarterback actually of everywhere I've been on a college level has been a player of the year at that conference. So we're proud of that. We're proud of what, the last 2 or 3 years have done here at Western Carolina University. Started with Rogan Wells. Carlos Davis was really good before he got injured. And then Cole and Tiger. So it's been a great run. I think that's why we've been able to be successful. I think you had to have a great quarterback. And we pick them not by size. We don't pick them by arm strength. But we pick them by guys who can be Hall of Fame point guards. If I can find a guy who's a Hall of Fame point guard, what I mean by that, distribute the ball and be efficient. And then you're going to have a great offense. And I think that's why we've been successful throughout the years.